I did it again. Y'all know how I do. Here come my annoying ass, right? I might get in trouble for that A word so quickly into the live, but whew, child. The fights we be having behind the scenes with our videos and our lives, I promise you, y'all don't understand the half. It's very annoying. But I titled it, what did I title this, you guys? I think I titled it You Against You. Yes, 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 yes. Because like when I wake up, that's when like my creative juices start to flow. And I think of like weird things and I think of all the things and I think about what I need to do, or I think about what I didn't do or what I'm going to do. And it really put things in perspective for me because the only person that we're kind of in competition with, you guys, is or should be ourselves. You are your only competition. And I kind of look at it as good morning, Shelly. Spicy. I'll send you a picture of your box that's going out. Again, we'll talk about that too. But girl, I got you together. I hope the first one does get to you because it had something like really special that I put in there for it. But I tried to make the second one just as special. But I boxed you up. I'm just horrible when it comes to Messenger, and I get told off in my Messenger more than anybody probably. Girl, I sent you this 2 months ago. My bad. But hey, hey Shelly, hey Miss Denise. Good morning, Tabby. Good morning, Miss Lots. Good morning, Miss Paris. Y'all know when I start, I just get to rambling. So, good morning. What other chances? Oh my goodness, the little lady is amazing. I don't think she told me about myself at all yesterday. Did I do something bad? I feel my daughter gets me together, y'all. I don't think you understand. I don't know nobody to read me because it be your own kids. I can't do nothing. Ma, that's inappropriate. Ma, why did you do that? Mom, are you acting with manners? Mom, you really need to think about this. Mom, your energy is off. She's not your average kid. She's mine. So, child, we be going through it. Hey, Dreamy. So I titled this You Against You, and I was ranting y'all before I had to say hi. I don't be meaning to be rude, so I gotta say hi. And I feel like we are our only competition, or should be, kind of how we look at it with other people all the way together, Miss Williams. Kind of like how we look at other people. I think we kind of need to look at ourselves as those people because we should only be in competition with ourselves. Like, I don't know about y'all. Good morning, Brandy. I don't know about y'all, but I look at like different versions of myself mentally. You look at yourself when you were in your 20s, or you look at yourself, hell, even from what you probably did yesterday or last week. And when I look at myself internally, I always try to be better than I was in that instance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we are our only competition. Like, remove anyone else, and it's kind of just us against us. You know what I mean? Take me as I am. Hey, I'm glad you caught it too. Yeah, I really feel like we are our only competition to be the better version of ourselves, because life is constantly about evolving. Nothing remains the same. That's one thing that I feel like the only thing that's constant and consistent and that's 100% guaranteed in this world is our demise, and the fact that I feel like nothing remains the same and things will always change. Like, that's the only thing that I personally, me, myself, again, me personally, that's the only thing that I can say with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is questionable. Our relationships, our friendships, our jobs, so much, even our homes. We can strive to purchase our homes and be homeowners, but what if some freak nature, Mother Nature comes through and takes that? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like nothing in this world is guaranteed except the fact that things are going to change and the fact that we all are going to leave one day. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Jones. What in the so pretty? What in the fuck is going on? I done caught on morning live chat. You are just what I need to hear to start this day. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Jazzy. Good morning, Miss Kimberly. And this is just me like doing random thoughts because I promise you guys, my members, I share with you guys. In fact, I got a really good video about what I did yesterday for my members. You know that I kind of started looking at life differently several years ago, with kind of just doing what feels good at that moment for you. And I had to go and buy a new guitar yesterday. Why did I do that at 5, 6 o'clock? Because I felt like it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like nothing is guaranteed here. You guys, nothing. Nothing. Our marriages, our friendships, um, jobs, nothing. Everything, like I know anything can change in the blink of an eye. So when it comes to, the energy that we put into things, the only person that we actually should be in competition with or, in conflict with is ourselves. I battle myself on a daily basis. I battle myself to say, should I do this? You know what I'm saying? We are our competition, and we should ultimately hey, new member. I love it, Miss Jones. I love the video you put out yesterday. See, Miss Kimberly, and you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna be transparent with you. um I was so hesitant to do so. That's not something normally I do, but it's something that I love. So in that instance, I made a choice. Do I suppress my feelings and not share a part of me, or do I do it? Because again, it's you versus you. So I had an internal battle with myself. Like, I know this is not content that I normally put out. It's something that I love to do. It's something that I would like for others to do. I want to share how I did it. I was very excited about that, but I was reluctant to pursue it. You know what I'm saying? So that instance, I was going to the topic, it was me versus me in that instance. So it means the world to me that you said that. So thank you. Because I didn't take it lightly. I was just like, this is so weird. People aren't into this type of stuff, but you kind of have to do what works for you, or if you have a platform, you kind of have to look at it like your house. Like my house, when you come in, I want you to be comfortable. It might be some incense going, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have some snacks. And I wanted to share this room in my house with you guys when I did that video. So thank you for liking it. So yeah, I'm in competition with me mentally on a daily basis, looking back at past instances and real life, outside of the web, things that I've done. We are our competition. And I think we all should strive to be a better version of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody else, it's us. How we handle things, how we respond to things, our triggers, it all starts with us, you know? It's us. It's no one else that we can point the fingers at. It's us. If I get angry when I hear a certain topic, I can't be mad at the person that speaks of the topic. I need to find out what's going on in me, as into why that topic triggers me. You know what I'm saying? So it all goes back to ourselves. And I was just really having that moment. All content creators give you something different. I love your different. Thank you so much, Miss Jones. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we do. Everyone does. It's like a meal, We have so many different seasonings, and granted, you might not use all the seasonings for this one particular meal, but the other seasonings still coincide. You know what I'm saying? For another meal, and we all have our different seasonings. So thank you, and I feel the same. Everyone has their different, and I love different. Um, yeah, but it all, when it comes down to any argument, any conflict, anything that we experienced, instead of looking at the opposing party, I feel like we all should look at ourselves instead. I've had to, in certain instances, and it's ugly and it's scary when you see you guys. It's not good. It's not good, especially if you've gone through some sort of trauma or depression or grief. Those are the moments that change us chemically, and our perception and sometimes our views can be altered, when you're going through those things. But it all starts with you. Don't be rude, Spanky. That's what we're not going to do. My dog waits until I get on live to cut up. Um, it all starts with us. And I feel like I had this light bulb moment years ago. And I'll give you an example. I was arguing with one of my siblings, and I mean, we were in it. I mean, in it. You hear me? I have one brother that no one can quite irk me like him. I feel like he has this special gift. You know what I'm saying? But we were arguing about something, and to be honest with you, I don't even remember what exactly we were arguing about. But I went there. Yes, Miss Williams and Epiphany. I went there with my brother, and it was ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to sit here and try to sugarcoat it. I said some things I probably should. No, let me rephrase that. I said some things that I know I should not have said. But I was angry. And, a week had went by, and I started thinking about it, and I started crying because I'm like, damn, the reason why I went so hard on him and why I said the things that I said is because of something that was going on with me internally that I didn't share with anyone. So my reaction to our conflict was far worse than what it should have been. So, granted, he was wrong, but when I approached the situation and I was the first person to call him, I had to preface the conversation by telling him what I was going through first and what triggered me to react that way. And then I went into my apology and then explained what he said was wrong. And it was a great moment. It was a healing moment. But I had to take a step outside of that particular situation and ask myself, why did I do that? Why did I go that? Why did I thank you so much for the super sticker? Why did I say the most gosh awful things? And it wasn't him, y'all. It wasn't even him. It was me. It was me. He triggered something that I was suppressing, and I had to apologize. We're great now, but I remember, that moment where I looked at myself and I felt, his pain, and I felt how I caused that, but it was because of my own ass, man. And that was so that was like a moment for me. Hey, Miss Green Eyes. Hey, Miss Rebecca. That was a moment for me when I was just like, gotta work on me some more. You know what I mean? Nobody else. Gotta work on me some more. So when I'm faced with conflict, or when I'm faced with, being at odds with family or friends or whatever, I always look at myself in that situation. And I didn't always used to do that because trust me, I was horrible. I really was. 20s, late 20s, things of that, when you're kind of finding yourself, you know what I'm saying? I was horrible. I was selfish. I was rude, and I didn't care. I just didn't care. Whatever. And things change as you age, and when you start to lose people, and all of these things that are supposed to make us go within. A lot of people still look for to shift the blame, but it always goes within. Why did I react this way? Why did I say this? Why did it make me feel that way? We should be figuring out ourselves more than anybody in this world, because we live with ourselves. We got to walk around with our own ass every single day. We got to get our ass up. We shower with ourselves. We eat with ourselves. We cook with ourselves. We drive to work with ourselves. If you're 9 to 5 and whatever, it's us. So why is that not the best relationship that we should have? We put the emphasis so much on I want the best marriage or the best relationship with my friend, my sister, my cousin, my mate, my lover, whatever the case may be. But a lot of the times we don't kind of put that same emphasis on the relationship that we have with ourselves, because that's the first relationship that's going to trigger all the other relationships and how we act in them. The relationship with self. So until you get that relationship with yourself and truly know yourself, all your other relationships and connections are going to have conflict. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Kimberly. Good morning, lady love. D Ham, I ain't even see you, bro. Peace. Peace. Hey, Candy. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed y'all. Chi-Town. Bronx girl. Rebecca. Look at me, y'all. I was just chatting away. See, when I get to going, I forget. Um, we put so much emphasis on making others happy, and that's a bonus. I think so. I really do. Even with our husbands or our spouses, we put the emphasis on making them happy, but we kind of forget ourselves. Thank you, Denise. Hey, Miss White, how you doing? How are you doing? Big Cheese. I had such a good time in your live. Jaffe came through. That is the chill room. If y'all don't follow Big Cheese, I promise you, that is the chill spot. It's no drama. You kind of just go on and kick it. I love Jaffe's story that he gave us with cocaine last night. I can't even say last night. I think it was late morning, but I love it. I love it. And glad to see you, Big Cheese. But I was really sitting here and saying, like, why do we put so much emphasis on other relationships and other people's happiness instead of our own? We do that. And I've done it. I really have. I've done it. I feel like, thank you, Miss Williams. No, it doesn't have to be more. That is more than enough. We put so much emphasis on making others happy or figuring out how many times have you guys found yourself, you're texting somebody, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? But we don't do that with ourselves. We really do. We really don't. And it really should be you versus you and us and you against you, not you against them or her or him or she. It has to be us because it all starts with ourselves. And I can't stress it enough. How we respond to things has to do with us. How we react to things, it has to do with us. How we interpret things, it has to do with us. How we perceive things, it has to do with us. How someone angers you, it has to be us. But we point the finger so much as into who inflicted the emotion or triggered said emotion. But the work that we should be doing starts with us, not with anyone else. You know what I mean? And that's just my personal feelings. And someone might have a difference of opinion, and I can 100% respect that. I'm only speaking from experience. I was once that person that looked at everybody else except myself. And looking back over 10, 20 years ago, I feel like I wasted time doing that. Because some of the people that I don't even talk to them people no more. You know what I'm saying? Think of who you was arguing with 10, 15 years ago. I don't, Harpo, who this man? I say, Harpo, who this man? Because I don't know him no more. You know what I mean? But I put so much emphasis into them as opposed to my own self. I'm not doing this no more, y'all. It gets a point. Excuse the burp. It is what it is, y'all. Um, it gets a point in time where you have to say, I'm not doing this anymore. Enough is enough. And that comes with ourselves. I'm not conflicting anymore. I'm not quarreling anymore. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pour into me just how much I poured into your ass. You know, always pouring into the relationship or the connection or the friendship or, oh, let me do this for them. Let me do this for them. Uh-uh. It's okay to be selfish. That burp though. See, Big Cheese, what we're not gonna do is do me. It's too early for this, okay? I acknowledged it, I accepted it. And that's what it is. Um don't do me. You know, it comes to a point, and I think in everyone's life, I feel like it's something that starts, y'all, like late 30s, early 40s. Your fuck this meter. I'm about to get in trouble with this video. It's fine. Whatever. Your fuck this meter activates. You know what I'm saying? You have that moment where you reach a certain age where you say, I wish I would. I'm not. I won't. And did. And you know what I'm saying? You get those moments where it's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll tell y'all a story when I know, and I told y'all when I knew I was leaving corporate America, when my I'm not doing this shit meter activated. I had this boss years ago, and she had asked me to do something, and I already in my mind I said, "Why am I doing this? Why am I here?" I was having this moment, and I had asked because they're on the parking lot, there's a no smoking. Now, I had this Karen that reported that I was smoking on the premises and there's no nicotine. So I was called in with this particular supervisor and they asked me, you know this. And she even sent a picture, child. She sent a picture and she said, do you know that there's a no smoking policy? I said, I'm very aware. I'm very aware of the no nicotine policy. Well, why were you doing? I wasn't smoking. Well, here's a picture of you smoking. Yes, it is. But I wasn't smoking nicotine. I was smoking marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And she looked at me like, what the hell? And I said, yes, I smoke marijuana often in the parking lots. That's what I was doing in this photograph in the company vehicle because the policy says it's no nicotine. Oh, well, I don't know. Look, what we going to do? And I knew it was time for me. And I went on, y'all, that whole entire week. Hey, did you? No, I didn't. Why not? Because you gave me X, Y, and Z to do. And in the middle of X, Y, and Z, you then threw A, B, and C. So I can stop doing X, Y, and Z, but know that your A, B, and C is not going to get done. I was a motherfucker for that whole week, y'all. I promise you. Child, throw the whole joint away, throw the whole career away. And I picked up my purse one day and all my snacks. I ain't have office supplies, child. I had handy snacks, pretzels, a jar of olives, some sunflower seeds, a whole thing of planter salted peanuts because I just went to Sam's Club. I got all my food and I left. I did. I really did, y'all. Because I said, I'm not doing this anymore. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we not gonna do. Yes, I did, Miss Denise. I sure did. I promise you I did. True story. Absolutely true story. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If this what you want to have the conversation about, let's do it. But I promise you, you might not like my responses. So yeah, I was smoking my ass off. Okay, because y'all stress me out, and this is what we I'm gonna do. I really did. It was so professional, Chief. She says, "Well, why were you smoking?" I says, "Because I can smoke. You said that this is no nicotine, and this is not nicotine. This is marijuana. In fact, I have it in my purse. Would you like to see?" Child, I'm not. That lady looked at me. She was so red in the face, honey. She was so red, and it was in that moment. Hey, Tay. Don't do me, green eyes. I keep trying to tell you. If you want it, I'll give it to you. But I promise I don't want to, but I can give it to you if you want it. And she got it that day. And that lady was so red. And that was, again, it went back to me where I knew what I was going through. I knew I already had these feelings. And it took that one person to bring that out of me. So I'm not mad at her. You know what I'm saying? That was all on me. I promise you, that was all on me. And I ain't never walked back. Me and my snacks and my olives and my peanuts and everything. Child, I even think I had a half a sandwich from the night before. I ain't leave with nothing but food. Oh, and a rock I had found because I like rocks. I left with food and a rock. It's like a fork in the road. What fork, baby? Yes, I promise you, it'll change your life. I am the spokesperson, and I'm not talking about the one that you get on the street from some nigga that call himself Pooh. No, I'm talking about Glass Georgia. You go and you need to know what's going on with you, what you need it for. Is it anxiety? Is it stress? Do you need to walk around more? Whatever. I'll get you together, honey. But we not going on the corner, okay? We don't do that no more. That was in the 90s. It's not in little bags, baby. Get your little glass jar and get what you need for you and what purpose you need it for. You got aches and pains, there's a strain for that. You know what I'm saying? Heal the world, make a better place. Good morning, Miss Annette. Good morning, Latoya. How you doing? Pooh or Reggie? Exactly. We not going to Reggie in there. We ain't going to Pooh or something that call himself Cash. I met the brokest motherfucker I think I ever met in my life, and his name had the nerve to be Cash. Shout out to Cash in New Brunswick, New Jersey, if you still alive, bro. But you ain't never had no money. I don't know why they called you Cash. That must have been an oxymoron. But see, y'all don't get me off track. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive. So I really feel like it's us that right. You better sing the lyrics, Miss Green. Heal the world, make a better place. Feel like we just need to all just smoke weed or listen to Michael. But good morning, Miss White. Dana got me sidetracked. I was on a positive moment, y'all. Hold up, let me bring it back. So, like I was saying, y'all. Good morning, Auntie Lisa. How you doing, my love? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't really been on lives as much or catching all the lives. Just need a break too. Um, but good morning, Auntie. I hope you're doing well. He had his cash at the ATM with insufficient funds. Cheese, you better believe it. Always talk about something. Yo, we need to go somewhere. How, Cash? You don't got no money, and I know I'm gonna end up having to buy you something. Cash's broke ass. That was one short little man. He was short, y'all. Cash was short like Jermaine Dupri short. I felt like I could just pick him up and walk around with that man on my hips. He was a little man. You walk and never look back. Yes, Miss Williams. I didn't look back. I didn't look back when I responded to that, and I shocked myself. And when I was telling my family, my friends, my sister, um, and they were telling me how crazy I was, of course, but I wasn't. I was actually just becoming who I was. You know what I mean? And who I was going to do exactly what she wanted to do for her and for my greater good and for my mental state and for my income. I was doing what I needed to do. Granted, it might not have been the response that that woman wanted, but I made a decision that no, I'm not living for you. I'm living for me, and I'm out. That part, I respect it. He was a little toddler man, Big Cheese. I felt like I could just walk around with that little man like a little purse. He was such a little man. I promise you. Happy Saturday. Yes. Yes. Fearless. I had to in that moment just be fearless. I said, I'm not doing this. And I really meant it. You know what I mean? Hello? Hello? See, this is why it's so hard for me. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Somebody tell me if you can hear me. Hello? See, I'm not doing this. I don't, it just my mic and stuff. Can somebody hear me? Hello? See, and this is dumb because can't nobody say hello back. Okay, yes. Oh, sorry. I be getting, I be getting scared. Like, what happened? I don't know, Mr. Deese. I was talking my ass off. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, y'all can hear me. All right, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Waiting for these grits to get done. But yeah, I made that your mess cheese last night. I was talking, I was in the conversation, and I started to feel away. I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm up on this panel and they just ignoring me, y'all. I had a moment, but my mic wasn't working. I was all in the conversation, cheese. Y'all ain't hear shit I said. Child, I was yapping it up. Can't nobody hear me. It's because I was walking away from the phone and child, it wasn't me, Miss Green Eyes. I promise me. That hello reminds me of that flip video. Did I say hello in the flip video, y'all? Until wait, let me go back up to that. Miss Lisa, thank you so much for watching the flip video. I was so nervous about doing it, but I'm so glad everyone got to see it. I went and got some. I was doing so much work in there yesterday, and I had to round up some friends. They so mad at me, but we got a little bit done. I got that carpet out that was got awful, and it stunk in there, so I had to get all these little candle scents. So I'm hoping to do this. This is something that I would like to have flipped in less than 30 days. So I had time, and I had a pickup truck. I felt like a real worker driving a little pickup truck, child. I needed to get me a red and black lumberjack jacket. In fact, that's what I'm gonna buy today so I can feel official, and maybe like a little tool belt or something. Make it cute. You was saying hello like you on the I loved you dancing to yourself in the mirror. Girl, didn't I hit the Tootsie Roll? I didn't expect that mirror. I said, okay, we got a mirror in here. Let's boogie real quick. You know what I mean? Get on the good foot. Yes, make sure no one was in the house. It's spooky, trust me. I've seen some things because, like I said, I used to do this, and I kind of just got off the swing of things. Everything finally sold. I had like six once upon a time, and then the final one was a renter. And finally, I said, "Look, you've been paying this. Let's square off." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Give me an additional, XYZ, and it's yours." So, the renting was getting kind of annoying because calling people for money, I didn't like it. So that's why selling just works better for me. So but I'm getting back into the swing of things. Grand rising, little mama. um so yeah, that was something that I did. Thank everybody for watching it and rocking with me on that one because I know it's different, and not something that we normally do. Ooh, child. Yes, go and watch it, Miss Annette. Hold on, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So with this chat by, because y'all know, see, y'all be getting me off track. With this chat by, I feel like the only person that we need to be in competition with is ourselves, y'all. The only person we need to try to make better is ourselves. We can't, it's not our job to fix anyone. We're not obligated to fix anyone. We're not obligated to repair relationships. We make those choices, but we are obligated to take care of ourselves. We are obligated to make sure that mentally we are well. We are obligated to make sure that we have connections that make us feel good. We have jobs that make us feel good. And if it no longer serves you, then baby, it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times we hold on with fear, just like before I started popping my ish at that job I had years ago, when I actually was a 9 to 5er. I knew I was feeling that it no longer served me, and it took that woman questioning me about this nicotine policy, where I kind of had to say, I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this. If you don't pass that, jeez, you got it. You got it. Yes, continue to share so we can see your journey. Say less, Jazzy. Say less. I promise you. You know, we are obligated to repair the relationship with ourselves because we are the most neglected. At the end and at the end of the day, you guys, when we're honest with ourselves, we have to be honest and understand that we neglect ourselves the most. No one else does, you know? And, for women in certain relationships, and not to harbor on them, but sometimes you're with a man or a mate because you're willing to accept those things. So can you really be mad at that mate, or are they only giving what they see that you give yourself? You see what I'm saying? So if you're complaining that they're not treating you well, then how do they see you? Because maybe then that's something that you need to elevate and work on yourself. Because if you see yourself in high regard, if you see yourself in greatness, if you exude greatness, if you present that, then never settle for something outside of that, because they're only going to treat you how they think that you feel about you. You have to train people how to deal with you. You have to train people how to love you. And I don't necessarily like the word train because it seems like an animal, but they're not going to treat you better than you treat yourself. So why not start with you? You know what I mean? Why not start there? Start there. How would I expect someone to respect me, or how would I expect someone to see me as uh, in a certain light if I don't present that? How can I expect someone to respect me if I don't respect myself? So we need to ask ourselves when it comes to these certain connections and things. Why did they disrespect you? Maybe because they feel like you don't respect yourself. Why is he doing this? Well, maybe it's because he knows that you're going to accept it. Food for thought, y'all. Food for thought. I promise you, when you start looking within, everything else kind of just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We are our light. We're the light that we want to be, you know? We are the light. Can't light nobody else's wick if you dim yours. If you put your own flame out, baby. I'm gonna need you to keep your flame going, because this is how we can pour into others and continuously light one another. Don't dim your light, or don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put out your wick trying to light somebody else's. It starts with us. And this is how we have healthy connections. This is how we have healthy relationships. If it starts with having one with yourself. Just something I was thinking about this early morning, y'all. I know it's random. I know. Don't do me. I know. But it was heavy on my spirit this early. It really was. Good morning, Anomaly, my love. Good morning, baby. Shells, shells, bells, shells, chocolate, sexual chocolate. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Sexual chocolate. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Man, listen. Oh, child. I might need to watch that scene today. I know. I'm sorry, Anomaly. It's too early. But I don't got no, I have no No time. My body don't know what time it is. It just go. Are we getting the morning concert? I didn't anticipate one, Miss Williams, but it kind of comes out on these lives. Might start out one way, child, and end another. It is what it is. But, that Eddie Murphy, he know when he hit a song. It was that one and my other favorite one that I watched. When he was singing the upper room on the movie Life, which is my favorite. It's just a certain notes, like I pick up to certain things. But yeah, between that and the movie Life. It was that when Jesus that note. Child, you gotta be a certified fool to sing Jesus that way. When Jesus, who does that? Who sings Jesus like that? This is what we not gonna do. Jesus somewhere saying, "Now why am I in it? And why I had to be associated with that note?" Child, throw the whole concert away. I'm not doing this, y'all. I'm not doing this. Child, you too. Miss Williams. Miss Williams. Impeccable shoe game. Hey, I don't know. It's between that. I promise you, I will watch it like 18 times. And I'm one of those up close in person. I have an obnoxious laugh. I gotta touch people and things. It's quite the theatrics. So just saying. Y'all got me off topic again. Look at me, blaming y'all, blaming y'all. Ain't I blaming y'all? See what y'all did? Y'all done got me off my motivation moment, my motivational moment. I be stroking. Okay, y'all. So getting it, I'm gonna bring it back in. I'm gonna bring it home, y'all. I promise. So be the best version of you. There we go. See how I just came back in? See how that was smooth? That's all we gotta do. Is just be the best version of you. That's it. Be better than you were yesterday. Be better than what you were last week. And it all starts with us. That's saying I'm bringing it on back, undoubtedly. I'm bringing it on home. I'm bringing it home. We just have to be the best version of ourselves at the end of the day. And how we put so much emphasis on others to treat us well. We got to treat ourselves that same way. Not that sorry. I know, Miss Spicy. I'm a hot mess. I know how we look and get excited to treat others, or if you get somebody a gift and you're so excited, like, oh my goodness, such and such is going to love this. Or if you do something kind for somebody, for those, the givers of the world, you feel really good because you're about to make somebody's day and it feels great. And not saying that we should not be doing that, but do that, have that same excitement for yourself. That's all I'm asking. Just have that same excitement for you. Have that same excitement when you do something great for you. We got to have that same excitement that we give to others, to our own selves. Because if we're not well, we're not going to be able to give to anybody else. We're not going to be able to give to anybody else if we're not well. So that same excitement we get when you know you're about to make somebody else happy, start doing that with yourself. It'll make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you feel better. It will. Now, y'all know I'm retired. I can't do the long ones no more. I'm not there mentally yet. I'm working my way up to it. I made it a whole 38 minutes, y'all. Look at me. I'm doing good. Yes, I am. Who's a big girl? I am a big girl. So, this is my little chat by. If you got a message from it, great. If you got a smile from it, that makes it even better. Whatever you got from it, I hope it's something. And I hope it was just a moment where you got to feel good. So, good morning, Shell. I just want you to feel good. I want to make you feel good, I'm gonna go start my day. I hope I ain't burn these grits. See what stores I can get into or whatever I gotta do for the day. Thank you, Miss Jones. Donnelly. See what my daughter gotta get me together because I know she's about to. It's gonna start in a little bit. Thank you for listening. And this was just my moment with y'all. So I love y'all. I hope that everybody is becoming the best version of themselves. I hope that you're watching your intake because it affects our outtake. Watch what we listen to, watch what we surround ourselves with, because we are all we have at the end of the day. So this message is for you, pour into you, you know. pour into you today. So I love you guys. Thank you indomitably. Thank you. Mama, I feel so bad. I don't know if you was here before, but if not, you can catch the replay. I love you, Ma. Your energy is contagious. You're welcome, Green Eyes. Later, y'all.